This sweet potato and ham egg bake is a simple and cheap meal prep breakfast recipe that you can use to save you time before work or school in the mornings. It's a breeze to make and it has a good dose of protein to help you kickstart muscle protein synthesis again after your sleep. Those of you who watch all the videos on this channel, you've already seen this one before. It was included in the 10 meals and snacks for $28 video, but in order to make things more easily searchable, some have requested that I post them separate as well. So here we are. For all of the ingredients that I used to make this egg bake, it cost me $10.13. Divide that by 5 servings and you get $2.03 per meal. Each serving also has 411 calories and about 36 grams of protein. Alright, enough yapping. Now let's make this bologna. Start off with all of your chopping. Take one bunch or 100 grams of green onions, cut the green tops into 1/4-inch pieces and the whites into thin slices. Keep them separated as we're going to use them in different parts of the recipe. Next, wash and peel one large sweet potato or 300 grams worth. You're going to shred this up with a box grater to create smaller pieces. If you have a food processor with the shredder attachment, this can be done in seconds. If you don't have a box grater or a food processor, you're just going to have to do it by hand with a knife. If you're going at it with a knife, make sure your cuts are small so that you're not left with any uncooked potato after this comes out of the oven. A matchstick shape is a good size to shoot for. The last bit of chopping we need to do is with our ham steak. You need 1 pound or 454 grams of a ham steak that you will cut into a large dice. Any kind of ham will work here. It doesn't have to be a ham steak. You can use the deli meat or the pre-cubed stuff. Those will just probably cost you a bit more. Another option that would be awesome in this egg bake is to use breakfast sausage. You can make it with ground chicken, turkey, or pork, whatever sounds good to you. Next, we're going to saute up some of the ingredients of our egg bake to help punch some more flavor into them. Into a skillet over medium-high heat, add 1 tablespoon or 15 grams of oil, and then dump in your sweet potatoes and scallion whites. Stir it around to mix and give it a light sprinkling of salt and pepper. Allow this to cook for a couple of minutes to develop some color, and then you can dump in all of your ham. The ham already has quite a bit of salt in it, so you don't want to use too much when you season your sweet potatoes and scallions. Let this go for a bit longer over the heat so that the ham can brown up around the edges. If you're feeling lazy, you don't have to pan fry these ingredients. You can just dump it all into a casserole dish and bake, and it's still going to taste awesome. The saute step just helps add a bit more depth of flavor to the final product. Next, you'll get out a large bowl, crack in 10 eggs, and then whisk them together until the egg whites and yolks are completely smooth. Then sprinkle in half of a teaspoon or 3 grams of salt, 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of pepper, 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of garlic powder, all of your green onion tops, and 1 cup or 112 grams of shredded cheddar cheese. Stir the contents of that bowl together so the seasonings get distributed throughout the eggs. Spray a 13x9 casserole dish lightly with some oil and dump in your onion, sweet potato, and ham mixture to the bottom. Spread it out across the surface, and then dump in your egg mixture and combine until all the ingredients appear to be evenly distributed. If you choose to skip the saute step from earlier to save some time, it's the same process from here, just dump it all into the casserole dish and bake. This will go into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 Celsius for 40 to 45 minutes. When your 45-minute timer is up, you can pull the egg bake from the oven, set it on the counter, and allow it to cool. You'll know it's finished cooking once it has set in the center. This recipe makes 5 servings, and unfortunately it's not easy to cut a rectangle into 5 equal slices without some funky cuts, so what I do is I just cut it into 10 smaller pieces. Then each serving is 2 pieces. If you need to travel with this in the mornings, divide it out into meal prep containers and store that way. I eat at home, so I just cover the casserole dish in plastic wrap and throw it in the fridge. Each serving of this sweet potato and ham egg bake has about 411 calories and 36 grams of protein. It will keep in your fridge for up to 5 days. Reheating is as easy as a quick trip in the microwave. I go in 30-second intervals until the egg bake is hot. One thing you don't want to do is toss this in the microwave for 3 minutes and walk away. That's going to overcook it, it's going to dry it out, and make it not very fun to eat. Decreasing the power level on your microwave before you reheat this is not a bad idea to help prevent overcooking. The written version of the recipe for this sweet potato and ham egg bake with all the instructions and ingredients listed is published on my website, and that is linked in the description below. If you're looking for a simple meal prep breakfast recipe to help you get by in the mornings, give this one a shot. If you've made it this far and you haven't liked the video and subscribed to the channel yet, if you would be so kind, please do that, or else my boss is going to brutally beat me. Goodbye.